there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod After Dark. I am Jeff, and I'll take the third part last. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my co-host.
I'm Leslie, and I know you're lying.
Yeah, what does he say? It's not called lying.
It's bluffing.
It's bluffing. That's what it is. Yeah. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are watching Quiz Show. The 1994, I've decided this is hopeful masterpiece.
Oh.
I told you I was in a weird headspace.
Okay.
And that what I found out it's reinvigorated me a little bit. And
good.
This is going to be an interesting conversation. This was written by Paul Atanzio. He also wrote Donnie Brasco and Disclosure, among other things. And it's based on a book, part of a book anyway, by Richard Goodwin, who is the character that Fleischman plays, Rob Morrow.
Yes.
When I call him Fleischman, like the entire movie, that's just what we're going to have to deal with.
And that's
from Northern Exposure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the thing he's most famous for. And that's how I know and love him, but I really like him in this. So when I just call him Fleischman, that's just what's happening. So apologies. I don't know. It's where we are.
Duly noted.
Yeah. Directed by Robert Redford. You might know him from being Robert fucking Redford. But he also directed Ordinary People and A River Runs Through It and, a few other things as well. This is my favorite of anything he's done. Like, kind of by a lot, Like, Ordinary People's good, but it's
rough.
Yeah, I prefer this.
Yeah.
Starring Rob Morrow as Fleischman, as Richard Goodwin, Ray Fiennes as Charles Van Doren, John Turturro as Herb Stempel. Pause. Am I right? Like, this could be the Turturro. Like, after Barton Fink, I was like, an argument could be made for Herb Stempel as his defining role. Like, yeah,
I see that.
Yeah, he's really good in this. Paul Schofield as Mark Van Doren. Is that the one that could have been salad dressing
Paul
daddy?
Newman could have been daddy, and it wasn't him.
I'm not sure it would have been better with him.
It wouldn't have been. The man who got cast was so good, but like,
yeah, I could like you told me that, and I was like, I was trying to see Paul Newman have the reactions that this guy has to what happens and what his son has done. And I don't see him in that role doing that thing. It just doesn't land the same way.
I mean, it would have been too distracting for me. And maybe they knew that.
Well, there's that. Yeah. This was in 1994 when you were 5. They were like, we better cooter proof this thing. This is going to be a problem. I don't know.
The movie's hot, but it's not that hot.
Yeah, it's hot in a different way.
Yeah.
Let's see. David Paymer as Dan Enright, Hank Azaria as Albert Friedman, Christopher McDonald as Shooter McGavin, Jack Barry. Yeah. And I believe Mira Sorvino's in there. And Ethan Hawke just like being in a scene, which, by the way, might be the most important scene in the whole movie. The part with Ethan Hawke in it. We'll get to it. We were watching this in conjunction with season 5, episode 25. Oh, Calista Flockhart too, by the way. Did you spot her?
I did.
Yeah.
I was like,
now let me peels up in this bitch.
Yeah.
This is where she learned the law. I guess. Season 5, episode 25, Double Jeopardy, and our spelling connection is David Paymer. He was in an episode of Heart to Heart.
Oh.
Yeah. This movie, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, 87% on the Popometer. It was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, did not win. And this is, for my money, the best Oscar, Best Picture class of all time. like of
Pray
all
tell.
time. It was nominated for Best Picture. It lost to Forrest Gump.
Oh no.
But would you care to know what it was nominated with?
Absolutely.
Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, and Four Weddings and a Funeral. It's mind-blowing how great those four movies are. And Forrest Gump won, which is crazy town.
You just broke me.
It's right. It's a weird thing. And maybe that's the difference between me and you. I internalized this information in 1994 and you're just learning it today. So like I've had a lot of time to process all of these movies happening when I was a senior in high school.
I'm so sorry. That must have been an awful year for you.
It was so awesome. These movies are so good.
No, the movies are amazing. I meant awful as in like to see Forrest Gump win.
It was
but
weird.
No, these, I mean, I love Shawshank.
Yeah,
honestly,
sure.
I think that's the movie that made me aware of how much I love stories about friendship.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shawshank is great. Pulp Fiction is, of course, fucking Pulp Fiction. You haven't seen Four Weddings and a Funeral, have you?
I have not.
We're gonna have to watch that, and I know exactly when we're gonna watch it, and so do the Cheesemeisters.
Is there an episode that has the same title?
It's title referential, yes.
4 funerals and a wedding. Please.
No, it's one wedding and a funeral. It's so we're gonna have to watch it with that because I think you have to.
One of the gang will marry and die.
Bah, bah, bah. And it won't be Scott this time because we killed him at his own birthday party.
He could come back and get married.
That's true.
Yeah,
Stranger things have happened. Like Forrest Gump winning Best Picture. This was also nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Paul Scofield was nominated. And as Mark Van Doren. Like that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to warn you right now. This is one of those films where, like, I know the faces, but I couldn't. Sorry to these men. I do not know your name, and I won't.
The actors, you mean?
Exactly.
Oh, interesting. Because a lot of these guys are people like Hank Azaria is fucking Hank Azaria. Like
I know him at
Spartacus.
least. No, I know Hank Azaria. He's the easiest one for me to pick out. But like the other guys' names, I'm just like, I've seen you and stuff.
That. Yeah, I've seen all these people and stuff. They active and good. He lost to Martin Landau in Ed Wood, which is a movie I still haven't seen, but I've heard is really, really good.
Don't know.
Best Director, Redford was nominated, lost to Bob Zemeckis, also for Forrest Gump. Best Writing, for what's his name? Paul Atanzio, also lost to Eric Roth for Forrest Gump. So Forrest Gump cleaned up on some shit.
Good grief. Like I knew this movie was beloved, but like I didn't know it was that beloved.
Mm-hmm. So you had not seen this movie. I saw this in the theaters when it came out. So
5-year-old me
humble
would not have been
brag.
interested. No, I hear you.
I get that. But this was your first time.
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did.
Good.
I mean, from the very beginning, I felt like this was going to be in a similar vein that Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is.
Oh, interesting.
But less crazy and maybe drug fueled.
Oh, well, hopefully.
This was a lot more enthralling. And even though, of course, some stuff was fictionalized for drama or just movie writing purposes, it was haunting.
You know what it's more like than that is All the President's Men.
Well, and I thought of that too. I thought it was very interesting that Robert Redford, starred in a similar film and then I'm like, oh, I see you. I see who you are. Because
he's interested in some things.
Absolutely. And makes me more interested. Like, I already liked you, Bob. I still love you. But like, now I get it more and more.
Yeah. Yeah. When this came out, like, I was in high school in my getting into movies phase, so, like for me, the way that presented was like go to the Blockbuster and get the 5 for 5 deal, where you get 5 movies for 5 days and they cost $5. It's great.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And so you would just go and you would you just learn. Because like, I heard this was good. This was nominated for what? Okay. And like, you just grab and you watch.
Yeah.
And so I saw a lot of Robert Redford stuff, you know, and so by the time this came out, I was like, oh, that looks interesting, because it's got my guy Fleischman in it, first of all, and it's Robert Redford. And I don't know that I knew the name John Turturro in 1994, but I think I knew that this guy existed out there somewhere, that like there was this guy that people say is really, really good. And, you know, he's worked with the Coens and he's done all this stuff. And I hadn't seen Barton Fink. But like, I think I knew that he was a person, you know, like, oh, so maybe we'd be interested in this. I loved this movie when it came out. Like, it was,
yeah.
I mean, it's a procedural in some ways, which is like, and it, you know, kind of edge of your seat as he like, you know, solves the puzzle and gets to the next person. And this guy has the proof and it's in a registered mail envelope, and, you know, like all of that stuff, which is not even until the second half of the movie.
Yeah.
And the first half of the movie is all about the way that this whole game show thing worked. And that was fascinating.
Absolutely.
You know? So here's what this is, Cheesemeisters. The movie starts out, it starts out with like it's in a bank, and they're like they're opening the safe deposit box, and they're taking out, and they've got the questions for 21, and they take it in the armored car, and it goes and it's delivered to the station, and it's handed to Shooter McGavin. And like, we take this shit seriously, American public. These questions are sealed in a vault until right before the show. We're on the up and up. Let's play 21.
Wow.
And this game show is rigged, and it was a huge hit. And you find out that it's rigged when Herb Stempel, John Turturro, is he's feeling it. Like, he's feeling himself. He's like super famous because he's the champion on this show and has been for a number of weeks. And he's leaning in with the Geritol ads. And
it was too much. I felt so uncomfortable in that moment. I was like, oh, no, sweetie baby. No. Oh, okay. Well, time to...
He's like, so good at making you feel uncomfortable for him.
Yes.
You're just like, oh, dude, shut up.
Oh, my God. When immediately, like, because they follow that pretty quickly with all the phone calls, but I love, but also cringed so hard at the woman going like, well, there's a face for radio. And I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, I know. Poor Herb.
You don't hear that a lot.
No, not anymore. Because what's a radio?
That's a face for podcasting.
All podcasts are video now, though. There's no way to hide your mug. It's just out there. So Herb is, he's popular, but he's plateaued.
Yeah.
And the head of the network is like, wrap it up. Get me a Christian. And,
you got any of them Gentiles?
Yeah. Cause I mean, low key, that's what happened. They talked about it a few different times.
No, oh, I'm not denying it. I watched the film.
Yeah.
I noted it.
Yep. And so did Herb Stempel. He noted a lot of stuff. But they wanted him to take a dive. It was time. We got to wrap it up. It's like when like they wanted Hulk Hogan to lose to the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh,
like
exactly.
you gotta pass the torch at some point, right? You need to get a hot new champion in there. And you hope that it works out. It didn't with the Warrior. He was not very good. But in wrestling, this is kind of about wrestling, this movie, a little bit.
Oh.
Well, because wrestling isn't on the level, and neither was this game show, right? But the people in the 1950s thought wrestling was on the level, and they thought these game shows were on the level, and neither one of them were. Wrestling is very upfront about it now. It's, everybody knows that wrestling is a show. It's not real sport. So is there a difference? If all this is entertainment, which is what they're positing at the end of the movie, it's the justification for the whole thing. Who cares if it's real if it was entertaining? And that's the wrestling thing, right? Because who cares if it's real? It's entertaining. You're here to be entertained. Same thing with these quiz show games. Who cares if they're on the up and up? Because you're entertained by them is essentially the argument from the network.
And yet these are the same people who then complain when an actor doesn't do method, or like when something doesn't look real enough.
Sure.
With a fight, with a kiss, anything, when like it's the dichotomies.
Yeah. Yeah. But basically they tell Herb he's got to get the answer wrong tomorrow night. It's going to be on the Best Picture of 1955. He knows it's Marty. God damn it. He saw it 3 times, but they're going to make him say On the Waterfront, which Cheese Meisters is a pretty good movie. We watched it. We talked about it. Go back and listen. And they're like, but if you just take the dive and, I don't know, we'll get you on a panel show. Like, we'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. Because Herb wants more, right?
Of course.
Herb really likes the validation he's getting as the champion. The people in the neighborhood, when he walks by, the ladies on the stoop, they talk about him. I mean, Herb is really enjoying this.
Yeah.
And when they take it away from him and don't help him out afterwards, Herb gets real pissed. But Herb ain't pissed yet because they got to hand the torch to somebody. And you know who they're handing it to? Charles Van Doren. Yeah, one of those Van Dorens.
Ever heard of him?
Yeah, come on now. He was a professor. His dad was smart. His dad was a professor. Everybody's smart in their family. They're rich. Rich and smart. It's a good way to go through life.
Yeah, they play games quoting Shakespeare at each other.
I know. It seems like a shit party. I mean, like, can we just get the croquet mallets out at least? If we're going to out here? I'd rather play that kind of lawn game. Where's your lawn jarts?
And when you say croquet, you mean with flamingos, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Because it's a jolly holiday when you're doing that shit. So this Charles Van Doren, they bring him in and they're like, hey, he comes in on his own to audition for Tic-Tac-Toe.
I think so.
Something like that.
I almost said Ditto, and then when you said it, I was like, oh no, that's it.
Yeah, I think it's Tic-Tac-Toe. And they spotted themselves as handsome Gentile, and they were like, ooh, we got a plateauing Jew. We can get an ascending Gentile. This is where the money's at right now. So that's where the Marty comes from on the waterfront. My ass. Herb Stempel knows it.
I love that film.
Everybody does. I know it.
All of Queens knows it.
That's for everybody. Queens isn't New York.
It is too. How dare you? Oh my God. That did have me. I know. But I went,
you were
hey!
hot. That's right. I lived there.
I lived there, man.
A-holes.
That's where hip hop was born.
That's right. Bunch of a-holes. And so they get Charles Van Doren to do the show, and there's a real interesting conversation that Hank Azaria and the other dude.
You don't know it. Oh,
Enright. Dan Enright. Yeah.
Enright.
When Enright and Friedman they're talking to him because they see the face. They see what they can sell. They see that they can move that Geritol because that's a sponsor. And they have this conversation with him back and forth about, they're like, well, if you come on the show, we'll just ask you, we can ask you questions that you already know the answers to. And he's like, well, I don't know if I'm super comfortable with that. Like, just let's play this straight. I'm a smart fella. I know things. And they get out there, and when Herb takes the dive, Charles still has to get his question right in order to get 21 and become the champion. And they give him a question that he knows they know that he knows. Yeah. So he's like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, in that moment, I think maybe he thought he was doing this clean. And then by accepting it in that moment, he's hooked.
Yeah.
He's all the way in. And then it's just a matter of them walking him down that path of justification a little bit more. So, go ahead.
No, I was just, the acting is so fascinating to watch in that moment, because you see him thinking. And it's a rare time when you do want to, on film, you do want to see the actor thinking. I'm thinking of, you don't want to see the dancers think. But like, no, this is a superb moment and just enthralling.
Yeah. And this movie is about so many things. But one of the things it's about is this moment for Charles Van Doren and all of the things that he will sacrifice, that he thinks he believes in, because it feeds him a little bit. Because there's a thing he wants very deeply. It's not the money. He doesn't really need the money, although this does put him at a higher bracket. He wants to get out from under the shadow of his family name.
Yeah.
And this lets him do that. And he wants it so badly that he compromises himself in that one moment. And then it's a series of compromises until he's just flat lying to everyone and can't get away with it anymore. And he takes his own dive.
Yeah.
I'm out. But while this is all going on, Herb went and testified at a subcommittee or some such.
Yeah.
And about the quiz shows being rigged, because Herb's pissed because they're not giving him his panel program. And Rob Morrow is an ambitious young fella. He's top of his class in Harvard Law or whatever he was.
Yeah.
And he's looking to make a name for himself, looking to really do something big. And he gets his teeth into this thing. And he's like, this is real. I can get television. I can show that television and Geritol are harming us.
Mm-hmm.
I can prove this. And so he, dog with a bone on this thing, goes to town. And he befriends Charles Van Doren, and he wants to protect him so he doesn't get him in this Senate subcommittee that he gets called, because he wants to put this thing in front of the American people. He wants to show them that this is rigged and you're being taken advantage of. But he wants to protect his friend, this guy that he kind of looks up to a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Van Doren, because the network leans on him, they give him a spot on the Today Show after he bails, with J. Fred Muggs and everybody with the monkey and stuff. It's super fun down there on the Today Show. Used to be when they had monkeys on television. So not anymore. But the network wants him.
Can you hear that? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a Cool Rider.
Oh, rev. I like this.
I think he's on. All right, please start over. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. yeah, he decides he's out, but not all the way out, because he can make the whole world his classroom now. And it strokes his ego, and it allows him to do things that his dad could never do. His dad didn't even own a TV.
Yeah.
But it's all compromised. And when he takes the deal that the network makes him get up and say, he pulls himself into it, and he has to testify. Then he becomes the face of the thing, but nobody gives a shit.
No.
He never gets to teach again, but he gets protected by the system. Mm-hmm. And Enright bites the bullet, protects the network. Dick Goodwin does not get television.
Nope. He gets got.
He gets kind of got, yeah.
It's kind of like when you're angry at people, and although he's not angry at the wrong people here, but it's like when you wish ill of, everyone, and then you're like, oh, but wait, not them.
Right. Yeah.
Loose comparison.
No, I get it. Yeah. And so on the one hand, you've got this movie that's just kind of like, an investigative journalism movie,
Yes.
It's just, he's just, wearing out his shoe leather, trying to put this case together. It's a legal drama, and that is great and propulsive and really, really cool. But it's also like, it's about all of these really deep, specific things like ego and like the profit motivation and the desire that people have to be seen as smart and important. Like, all three of the main characters have this huge aching desire to be seen. Like Herb and Charles Van Doren and Fleischman, all of them. They want someone to say, you're really smart.
Well, and like, I think that kind of also plays into, as I was watching this, I went, oh, this is a great example of power dynamics at work. Uh-huh. And like how you weasel people into doing the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
It was like, I kind of want to point people at this film now just for moments when they're like, well, if someone didn't want to do that, then why wouldn't they just say so? I need you to go watch a quiz show, then get back to me.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Because people make decisions all the time that compromise themselves. They compromise their own principles constantly. And this movie is about all of the reasons that all of these people make all of those compromises.
Yeah.
And how in the end, none of that works for any of them, really. And I don't know if the movie is making a case for boxing versus wrestling, but it's there. Like, because there is a scene when they are watching a wrestling match on TV. Like, it's, there's little gray, black and white TV. Somebody's watching a wrestling match, which is staged entertainment. And later there's the question about the boxer, the champion, and it's the three people who were the champion before this guy. So they have mentions of both boxing and wrestling in this movie. And it's kind of about the difference between those two things. Because 21 is supposed to be like boxing. It is supposed to be two people facing off against one another, a battle of skill, a legitimate contest. Instead, it's wrestling, performative athleticism, performative intellect, all for the sake of entertainment. Yeah. And I don't think the movie is, I don't know if the movie thinks that matters all that much.
I would agree with that. I've been thinking about that a lot since then. Like, how sometimes even when the truth comes out, it doesn't get the attention that it should, or it doesn't make change the way it should.
Yeah. And also, like, maybe it doesn't matter all that much because wrestling is fine too. You know, like maybe it doesn't matter if these game shows aren't on the level. Like, what does that even mean? Like, I, I don't know what the contestants did to prepare for Jeopardy. You know, I assume
Yeah.
that, but like, is my life any worse if any of those, if we find out that like Ken Jennings isn't like as smart as we thought he was, does that really hurt my life in any way? Oh no. The part of me that is defined by my opinion of Ken Jennings has been damaged irretrievably. I don't think that I'm
No,
not sure that matters.
I think you make a good point. However, can still understand why people feel a little betrayed,
Mm-hmm.
even though no one ever promised that by tuning into something on the screen, that meant it was going to be honest.
Right.
No
Right.
one ever
And
promised that.
guess what? It never was. Because this is from this happened in 1958 or something. Like
Yeah.
TV was invented like 3 years ago. And it's
Yep.
already been turned into something that is used to turn you into money for the corporation. It happened immediately.
Yep.
So, okay, here we are. Like, you know, I'm not sure how good that is. It's certainly gotten worse since Robert Redford made this movie.
Oh boy, hasn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And so I think that the most important scene in this movie is when right before Charles goes and tells his dad with the Ethan Hawke scene, when Van Doren, what's this, Mark,
Mark.
the dad, yeah,
Yeah.
when Mark Van Doren is explaining Don Quixote to Ethan Hawke,
Mm.
and he's like, I don't get this. I don't get this guy who just like pretends he's a knight. That didn't make him a knight. And he's like, how about this? If you want to be a knight, act like a knight. That's what this is about. That's what this movie is about. Because it comes from Mark Goodwin's book. And it comes from his life. And this is where Richard Goodwin, what did I call him?
Mark.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Mark. Richard. This movie, when I was watching it, I was in a mood. Because this movie can be viewed cynically.
Yes.
It can be viewed as money corrupts. Like from the inception of a thing, money corrupts it. Money and power are inextricably linked. And that neither of them, the money or the power, are interested in what the American people need or want. And the corporations are insulated from any real consequence. Mm-hmm. And that the television is going to get us. That can be the message of this movie. And it's gotten worse in the 32 years since Robert Redford put this thing out there. Or this movie can be viewed hopefully. It can be viewed through the lens of Don Quixote. Because I learned more about Mark Goodwin today. He died in 2018. And I pulled up his New York Times obituary, and the first thing that struck me is that he was the husband of Doris Kearns Goodwin. I knew his last name because she had it. Like, that's how important she is. Is like, I knew her. Oh, he was married to her? Good for that guy. You know, like, that's good job, dude. Like, she's awesome. So, and I'm like, he's involved in this quiz show situation. So this is, you know, sort of his story or whatever. I told you this before we started, so it's like a rhetorical guessing game. Cheesemeisters, would you like to guess how far you have to read this guy's obituary before you get to the quiz show scandal that this entire movie's about?
I'd like to take the third part of that question.
Yeah, exactly. It's the 16th paragraph. Look, they lead with the important shit in your obituary, right? Like, you know, like in George Clooney's, it's not going to get to the fact that he killed Batman until like the 5th or 6th paragraph, right? It's going to lead with like Dr. Doug Ross and like humanitarian work. Like it's going to, you know, okay. This quiz show shit is 16 paragraphs deep. Now, not many people get an obituary that goes 16 paragraphs. So there's that. This guy worked in the Kennedy White House. After the assassination, he worked in the Johnson White House and was instrumental in all of the Great Society programs that Lyndon Johnson was able to get passed. We're talking the Civil Rights Act. We're talking the Voting Rights Act. We're talking Medicare. We're talking Medicaid. We're talking the real shit that a government can do to help its people. This guy, quiz show, Fleischman, he did that shit.
Yeah.
After this, he did all of that. And then he was working, he was in the hotel with Bobby Kennedy the night he was killed. So he's there. He's in these places. These things are way more important than the 16th paragraph in his obituary. He married Doris Kearns Goodwin. That's like the 3rd paragraph, like after like invented civil rights, you know, legislation. Like it,
yeah,
you know, like, and so what I'm saying is this movie, because he wrote it, it's about the Don Quixote part. It's about I may not have gotten this one, but I kept going and I got all these other ones. And that is what one person can do. If they're smart and they're motivated and they're driven and they just fucking do it. Yeah. And that's why this movie's really positive to me. Because it's like you like his Voting Rights Act just got fucked. Yeah. Okay. It just literally got torn to shreds. But you know what? We did that before. Yeah. This guy, fucking Fleischman, he did that. Not by himself, but he did that.
Yeah.
We can do it again.
Absolutely.
And yeah, the TV's fucked us. Thanks for this guy, Mr. Apprentice. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that we're defeated by it. It means that it can be done again and it can be made better. And that's the subtext in this movie, because you got to learn all that other stuff about him to know it. But I'm not as cynical now as I was when I finished watching this movie.
That's incredible.
So, yeah. So that's what this one dude did. Yeah. Right? Doesn't that feel good to know that not only is it possible, it already happened?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm kind of speechless after that, to be honest.
Yeah. Adventures in Intimacy?
There ain't much, kid.
No,
and smartly so. Like, this is not the story. You know, were there relationships in this film? Absolutely. But what's happening romantically between these couples is not as important as what they're arguing over.
Yeah.
They're like,
I like the Mira Sorvino relationship.
I did too. And that's really the only intimate moment we have is between her and Fleischman, as we were saying,
Mm-hmm.
Dick Goodwin.
Yes.
Um, they have one kiss, and it felt like an establishing kiss to
Mm-hmm.
let us know, like, this is a couple who supports and loves each other,
Mm-hmm.
and and later on, I mean, after this, it's some arguing back and forth, but it's like healthy couple holding each other accountable kind of arguing.
The
The kiss isn't necessarily important. Like, we can establish a relationship without it, especially because, again, the romance is not at the core of this. But I suppose if
mm-hmm.
you want to show us a couple to root for because they think, I have no idea really why this is here. Like, you can have an embrace. You can, I don't know. I just don't see that the kiss was necessary, especially because they go in and it looks like they start open mouth. So that was kind of
Right.
jarring.
Yeah.
But I guess they thought, well, we have Mira Sorvino here, so we got to let the guy kiss her, right? Right. Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, this is going to be the shortest Adventures in Intimacy, and we've discussed both Muppet movies.
There's a lot of intimacy in those movies.
Oh,
They
Curly.
ride bikes, for God's sakes. Are you kidding me? Anything more intimate than a bike seat? Woo!
Oh, you must be one of those that thought women shouldn't bike if you think they're that intimate.
No, I think they're intimate for me. Tickly.
Oh my God. Hey. You know it lives in my head rent free now. Like, this is such a silly thing, but it delighted me. Because I was recently editing our episode. It was stormy weather. And when you're reenacting the Simpsons moment and you hear Smithers go, hey.
Woo!
Yeah. It was pure reenactment joy, and I loved it.
Yay. Happy about that.
Yay.
But yeah, not a lot of intimacy in this movie.
No.
Yeah.
But like I said, I found the power dynamics throughout this to be really interesting because I forget how they asked this question. Oh, I guess it was like, well, why did you go on if you knew that you were going to lie? Or like, why did you play the game anyway? And I mean, it's no different than well, why didn't you say what happened years ago?
Right. Yeah, I'm
speechless at those kinds of questions. Like,
yeah. I wish I would have done that. You're right.
Like, yeah, I wish I had done that. Also, have you been in a situation with someone who won't take no for an answer?
Right. Yeah. That's it. That is a weird question to ask people. And to make them why didn't you make the obviously other decision that would have been better? I don't know, but if I knew then, I would have made the other decision and it would have been better. Oops. I don't know what more you want me to say.
It's trying to make something concrete out of something that is murky and difficult to understand.
Yeah. Speaking of murky and difficult to understand, have you been in Needle Drop Forest lately?
No.
It's spooky. Because there's a knife-wielding maniac named Mac running around.
Yeah. Okay. I love that song. I did that at Dance Recital one year, so already I was feeling some choreography coming back in my body.
Oh, I like it. Yep. Yeah, I tried to look up more about Mac the Knife, and because I don't think this was the Bobby Darin version that they used in this movie, but that's the one that everybody knows.
Oh, okay.
But there's a bunch of different versions. Apparently it's from a 3-penny opera or something.
Really?
And it's originally in German, maybe. Yeah, that's the thing. I started looking it up, and the Wikipedia page was intimidating. I felt like I'd get to 16th paragraph and find out that this song was involved in the quiz show scandal or something. And it's wow, a lot happened before that.
3-penny opera is one of those that I should know, and I don't.
Yeah.
But this field is vast.
Do you remember any of the choreography?
Honestly, I only remember the end.
Oh, what's the end? Jazz hands?
No, it's just like we were strutting upstage and then turned around and did one of those look out old, like as he says, look out old Mackie is back. You run to the stage and you pose and probably jazz hands. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. No, I think that's the only dance move you can do. Or you do this one. Like you're walking away and you turn back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you jump in the air and freeze.
Yep.
Yep. I remember the costume more than I remember the choreography. Again, brains are so strange.
They are strange. I'm not in charge of mine, as previously discussed. This is.
Hey! Cheers. Oh, not yet.
No, not that kind of cheers. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about Mac the Knife other than, like, go read the Wikipedia page. It's kind of fascinating, and it goes in places.
There you go.
Yeah.
Read more.
That's right. Wikipedia says yes.
Yes.
What else time? Is this anyone's defining role?
I mean, for me, it's going to be Rob Morrow.
Sure.
Like, until I see his other work. I don't know. I really struggled with this film because, like I said, I recognize these people, but I couldn't tell you their names. And then I also couldn't tell you what I remember them from because I know they did. Like, I know their work is vast.
Right. Like, I mean, I'm assuming you know who Ralph Fiennes is.
Well, yes, and of course, I don't want to say what his defining role is.
No, because you prefer movies where people have noses. You have no nose, Voldemort. Rude. Prefer my villains with noses or in hoods and masks.
It's so funny when he got cast in that. I think I'd seen him in Made in Manhattan just before that, so I'm thinking like this guy.
Yeah, no, that's
he was with J-Lo. You can't make him that.
He's that. Yep. I don't know. He's really good, but this is not his defining role, Charles Van Doren.
No, it's not. He's also in. I can't believe I'm having to verify this, but it's been a week and also weed. He's in Schindler's List, right?
Yeah. Yep. I was having the same thought. It's like, is that Joseph Fiennes? But no, he's in Schindler's List, and he's a true villain.
Oh yeah.
That's why when they cast him as Voldemort, I went, yeah, that fits.
Well, and I don't know if I had seen Schindler's List at that point. It wasn't long after. Like, again, I watched weirdly heavy movies at a young age. Like,
but I mean, the first Harry Potter movie comes out when, in 2001, 2000,
1 or 2.
Yeah, so you're 10, 11.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're watching Schindler's List at 11. I just don't know that you.
Well, exactly. So like it, but he's not in that first one.
No, not till the fourth one. So that's true. You had a little more time, but so bad job. I don't know.
But I mean,
don't you wish if you could go back, you would have made the other decision?
No,
that movie.
Yeah. I think probably like 13 or 14 is when I saw it because they played a clip in class, and I was like, oh, I should watch this.
Yeah.
And not wrong, but also like, oh, little Leslie, why'd you do that to yourself?
Well, because we need to know. It's important.
No, absolutely. No, it's not so much why, because I'm not about hiding from like the darkness of history. It's more like, I think
emotionally, why did I subject myself to that?
That's the thing. Yeah. I pushed myself into a lot of like books and movies that I was too young for. Just like, and not even so much because it's a tough read, but it's like you're a kid,
right?
In a much different time. Yeah. It's going to be a little harder to understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyway. And you also like you don't need to wallow necessarily, but that's prime wallowing years. Who might
listen? I was like Donna Martin and didn't have any problems, and so I went looking for them.
Okay. And you found them in ice cream with popcorn.
Separately.
No, together. And that's what gave you Crohn's.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Did it? None of that work? I'm not a doctor.
Brilliant. That's what gave you Crohn's. I love that.
Yep. Don't eat like Donna Martin. Bad news.
Who knows?
Yeah. It's not for me, but it could be Totoro's.
I'm gonna stick with Barton Fink. Like, I understand why this is a contender, but like, it's Barton Fink for me now.
Yeah. I saw this before I saw Barton Fink, though, like by years.
Well, that makes sense.
Because Barton Fink was before this, but I just had not seen that. I hadn't hit that one in my Cohen's watching yet.
I didn't want to interrupt, but I thought so I told you this because I was really, again, I love finding weird connections in people's work or just weird patterns. But the guy who plays Mark Van Doren was also Judge Hawthorne in The Crucible with Winona Ryder and Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh.
And that's what I know him from more.
Okay. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, that's Paul Scofield. Yeah. Cool.
I know it's weird.
I was just getting my head around it a little bit. That's all. And looking to see if I had anything else written for What Else Time. Or if there was anyone that I thought this was like their thing. But it's not really. Gosh, I tell you what. Here's high in the running for Totoro. We thought you was a toad.
Oh my God.
Do not seek the treasure.
Okay, that's it.
That's real high in the running for Totoro. Yeah.
Except, of course, I forgot, but my God.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that's Pete. Of course it is. Look at him. They loved him up and turned him into a horned toad.
Look at him.
Of course it is. Look at him.
I swear to God, if you get cast from doing this podcast over me, we're going to have problems, but you're good, damn it.
I'm good at doing random shit. None of that is a character. It's just random shit.
They don't care, kid.
No, I guess that's true. I was trying to think if there's any other... Had you ever seen old game shows like this?
Only when referred to in movies and TV.
Okay.
I'd never seen anything like this play out.
Okay.
What
were the game shows of your sick day youth?
The Price is Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute. Who was hosting The Price is Right?
Oh, okay? I'm not that young. It was.
No, I don't know.
Barker.
Okay,
it was Bill Barker, yeah.
I don't remember when Drew Carey took over, but it was a long time ago.
Okay, but yeah, I was definitely.
It's like 20 years ago that Drew Carey's been doing this. It's a long time.
Okay, well, I'm almost 40, so there we go. I was
I'm saying.
I didn't know I was an adult by then.
Right. Okay. Got it. So Price is Right.
Price is Right was a sick day show, or game show. Honestly, occasionally I would watch Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I almost said Who's Line. That's not it. It's sort of a game show.
Yeah.
But the points don't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was the big thing for a minute.
Was that the primetime one?
Yes.
When it first came out? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely watched that because everyone was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Regis wore the black tie with the black shirt on the black suit. And the purple tie. He did this whole matching color thing. It was big.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was big.
Lancer.
That's right. I'm out of control. I grew up in... it feels like a golden era of
Oh.
daytime game shows. Like there was just a shit ton. Like we had, we had Classic Concentration with Alex Trebek. Um, we had Tic Tac Doe with Wink Martindale. And we had, um, obviously we had The Price is Right, and we had Wheel of Fortune was in the evening with Jeopardy, of course. Um, but we had Card Sharks, and like there were so many game shows. We had No Whammy, Pressure Luck, No Whammies, No Whammies, No Whammies, Stop. Like we had that. We had so many game shows, and they were just on, you know, like before the soap, after the soap operas, interspersed with soap operas. It was just, like that morning time slot, that 10 a.m. to like your local news, that
Yeah.
2 hours there, that was solid game show times. 2
Wow.
hours every day of game shows. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh my God, it was huge. Yeah. Do you know about the guy who broke Pressure Luck?
No.
Do you know Pressure Luck? Do you know what like?
I think in the vague recesses of my brain, yes.
So the way that it works is that there's two contestants, just like we are, but around us are these boxes, little TV boxes, and the lights flash around the boxes. And some of the boxes are good. Here's money. Some of the boxes are extra spins. Some of the boxes are prizes, trips to Egypt or whatever the fuck. And some of them are whammies. And whammies like take out all your points. They take your money away. And so the boxes flash around the screen, and the person who's up, me in this case, would be like, "Oh, I'd like a boat. How about $4,000? How about some big bucks? No whammies, no whammies. Stop!" And you press the plunger, and it stops it. Whatever's highlighted, that's what you get. Whammies, bad, money, good. This guy recorded hours and hours and hours of Pressure Luck on VHS and watched them, and realized that there were only 3 repeating patterns. And if he hit stop at the right time, he would get big bucks every time. And he broke the game. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. It's so interesting.
See, now that's the kind of corruption I'm more okay with.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Like, play the system. Don't let the system play you.
Unfortunately, this dude got played by all the systems. Like he lived a weird life that was not super great. But this Pressure Luck thing is one of the more fascinating things I've ever seen, because you just like, yeah, well, that wasn't hard to do. It was just a guy with some time on his hands.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, aren't most things just people like,
yeah,
I mean,
but he didn't have to build an algorithm. He didn't do anything. He just had to watch. That's it. He watched. So that was the game show scandal of my youth, was the Pressure Luck guy.
This makes me sound like I didn't pay any attention, but I mean, sheltered under a rock. I don't want to tell you. I truly don't remember any game show scandals. I mean, by the time I'm like a teen, reality shows are taking over. So like, I don't know if there were scandals there yet. There was certainly drama, but that's the point.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of game shows when I was a kid. So some crazy shit was bound to happen on some of them.
Yep.
So, all right. What is this EST up for you?
I truly have no idea. My brain is broken.
Yeah.
I would love to hear yours, and maybe I'll come up with something. But if not, that's fine.
I'm going to say this is the Quixotiest movie.
The Quixotiest?
Yeah, the most like Quixote.
Okay.
Dante Quixote.
Got it.
Yeah,
why do we pronounce it? Why don't we just say Quixote instead of Quixotic?
It is. We I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, I guess when one is a surname and the other is
Chaotic.
a word. I don't know.
But it's based on it, you know. Yeah, that's
Okay.
now that's gonna bother me. That's like you know how some people like what is C3PO? What is R2D2?
A
What are those?
robot? A droid?
Okay, a robot, right? Some people say robot. Oh, he's a robot. Oh, look at the robots. I don't know how people who say robot say the word robotic.
Fair point.
Like it's the same thing. It's your quick throat thing. I don't know. I don't understand. If you say robot, how do you say robotic? I don't think you do.
Words are fascinating, people. Why do you want to eliminate them from our daily jargon?
Because I'm afraid of worms, Roxanne. Worm. That's from the new Roxanne. He misunderstands. It's words. I'm afraid of worms. So,
wow.
It's funny. Yep.
Words are fantastic.
I know we should use them. And we just did for like an hour and 4 minutes, give or take. But you know what we did? We once again proved my theory that everything comes back to Aaron Spelling.
Even quiz show.
Even motherfucking quiz show, motherfucker.
Good evening. I'm Jack Barry.
That's right.
Say that again.
I'm Shooter McGavin. All right. So join
I'm
us
Tits
here.
McGee.
I like Tits McGee. Shouts to Tits McGee. She is a smelly pirate hooker. Liam asked me the other day when we could do Anchorman it was actually today he asked me. And I said, season 7.
Oh my God. I love that you know exactly where.
Yeah, season 7. So yeah, we'll get to do Anchorman in season 7. So that's
sweet.
But next week, Cheesemeisters, join us here on Wednesday when we watch season 5, episode 26, A Song for My Mother. And join us here next Friday when I have no idea what we're going to watch. Do you have any thoughts? Have you watched it yet? A Song for My Mother?
I haven't. I'm saving it for tomorrow.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Then you wouldn't have any thoughts other than you know that Donna goes to Portland. Because, and so does David.
Let's watch 2 hours of Portlandia.
There you go. Put a bird on it.
I like the lesbian booksellers.
Yeah. I love Portlandia. They're great. All right. So until then, Cheesemeisters.
Cheers.
Peace out.